Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We unearth the incredible stories behind rare coins and their astounding values in the world of numismatics. If you're fascinated by the confluence of history, art, and raw monetary value, you're in the right place, because today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing numismatic treasures to have ever been discovered, the 1983 quarter dollar, which is estimated to be worth a staggering $262 million due to a myriad of errors and mistakes that make it a prized possession for collectors and investors alike. Imagine, if you will, a basic coin, seemingly just another quarter that you might find in your pocket, yet this particular quarter has an enigmatic story woven within its metal, a tale of intrigue that begins in the heart of the United States Mint in Philadelphia during the early 1980s. The year 1983 was a time of economic challenges in America, yet it also became a pivotal year for a coin that would soon captivate the attention of collectors, historians, and investors. While the quarter dollar itself was a common denomination used widely across the country for everyday transactions, the errors associated with it are what truly elevate it into the echelons of numismatic fame. The specific quarter we are focusing on is notable for its extraordinary mistakes, which arose from a perfect storm of miscalculations and oversights during the minting process. This combination of errors birthed a quarter that has captivated the numismatic realm, but what exactly are these errors? First, it's crucial to note that the United States Mint produces millions of coins each year, and in the frenzy of production, mishaps can occur. The precious metal content, design intricacies, and the minting process's sheer scale leave room for the potential for human error. In the case of the 1983 quarter, the significant issues revolved around a few central points: incorrect metal composition, flawed design elements, and misprints on the coins. The standard minting process for quarters typically includes an alloy of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, forming a smooth edge and a familiar weight. However, in the chaotic environment of the mint, a limited number of 1,983 quarters were accidentally struck using a combination of metals that diverged from the norm. This is where things start getting interesting. Reports confirm that a minuscule batch of these coins, an estimated 1.5 million cents, consisted of a different metal combination, sparking a frenzy among collectors who began to realize the potential worth of these anomalies. The deviation from the standard metal composition would not only affect the coin's physical properties but could also lead to significant implications for its valuation. Beyond metal content, design errors further contribute to the exceptional nature of the 1983 quarter dollar. Coin designs are typically created by skilled artists and engravers, ensuring that every detail is meticulously crafted to capture the spirit of the era and its historical significance. However, in the tumultuous atmosphere of the 1983 minting process, certain quarters emerged with design elements that were not only poorly executed but, in some instances, utterly misshapen. Such errors included improperly aligned images and inscriptions, leading to a phenomenon known as misalignment, whereby the coin's primary design does not sit properly in relation to its edges, creating an optical illusion that is both appealing and intriguing to collectors. Collectors prize coins such as these for their rarity and uniqueness, as they possess characteristics that diverge from the mainstream production that flooded the market during that year. The beauty of collecting lies in its diversity, and errors such as these can redefine a coin's worth dramatically. Additionally, collectors have a keen eye for aesthetic appeal and historical significance. Thus, design faults like these create an irresistible allure for anyone keen on amassing coins of value. Another knockout aspect of the 1983 quarter dollar story revolves around an incredibly rare printing mistake. This incident escalated it into the territory of the unforeseen and the extraordinary. There have been very real reports of some quarters going into circulation with what appeared to be flipped images or other erratic strikes that left the die design looking bafflingly different. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that features an inverted profile of George Washington or has text that reads backward. People are bound to take notice. The rarity of these instances further amplifies their significance, as possessing something so inherently unique can cause a cascade effect within the market, driving the value up exponentially. The greater the rarity, the more attractive it becomes to collectors searching for that elusive coin that seamlessly merges art, history, and a sense of mystery. In a world where so many coins get lost in the vast, monotonous sea of minting, these unique errors offer a refreshing reminder of how even the most mundane elements of commerce can become cornerstones of value when circumstances align. As we explore the potential avenues to delve into the world of numismatics surrounding this iconic quarter, we need to address the economic implications of such valuation. The staggering price tag of $262 million isn't merely based on the physical properties or the quirks of the minting process, but also on a growing community of passionate collectors who are eager to have a piece of history in their collections. The booming collectors market has led to extensive buying and selling practices where enthusiasts are ready to engage in fierce bidding wars at auctions. The psychological allure of owning a coin that comes with a fortune attached makes it an attractive investment, too, as collectors often see such items not just as novelties but as enduring symbols of value that often appreciate over time. In investing terms, the 1983 quarter dollar is emblematic of how rarity, desirability, and individual stories can culminate into what many in the world of finance would regard as an asset class all its own. Predictably, the status of the quarter resulting from its errors inevitably leads to speculation about the future of such coins, as economists and collectors alike ponder the likelihood of new errors appearing with each minting process, and what greater economic narratives they might inspire in retrospect. Each quirk and misstep carries with it the potential for greater stories to unfold, where collectors and investors alike peer into the future, discerning which coins might one day carry similar gravitas, perhaps even surpassing the record set by the infamous 1983 quarter dollar. With millions of coins cast from the mint each year, the likelihood is, in fact, that errors will continue to arise, and thus the realm of collecting will perpetually dwell in possibilities, dreams, and a touch of history. This notion feeds the intrigue surrounding numismatics and the community involved, where the passion for coin collecting has spanned generations, highlighting the idea that each coin encapsulates a story, grounding us in the rich tapestry of economic and cultural history. So as we explore further and engage with the thrilling narrative of the 1983 quarter dollar, we start to appreciate not just the coins themselves but also the rich tapestry of human experience that runs parallel to the hobby, the market, and the way stories are told through currency. Whether for investment, historical significance, or sheer fascination, the world of rare coins, especially ones like the 1983 quarter dollar, reveals an endless array of mysteries waiting to be explored and cherished, cementing their place in the annals of our collective fascination with what numbers represent, not just a transaction but an echo of our shared experiences and narratives. As we close this riveting chapter on the 1983 quarter dollar, let's keep an eye on the world of numismatics, always on the lookout for the next breathtaking story woven into our currency, because you never know what treasure is hiding just beneath the surface of everyday transactions. Next, 1990 D quarter dollar coin, dear viewers and numismatic aficionados. Today, we're unraveling the captivating story of an extraordinary piece of American currency, the 1990 D quarter dollar, which has skyrocketed to a staggering valuation of $234 million due to a remarkable series of errors and mistakes that occurred during its minting process. This coin, which could easily be dismissed as just another quarter, encapsulates a narrative rich with intrigue, human error, and unexpected value that makes it highly sought after in the world of coin collecting. As we embark on this journey through time, we'll delve into the intricate details surrounding the 1990 D quarter, uncovering the errors that led to its immense value while exploring the fascinating implications of collecting coins with significant minting flaws. The 1990 D quarter dollar, minted in Denver, represents a time of change and evolution in American currency, taking its place within the broader context of numismatic history. Each year, the United States Mint produces millions of coins, and while most of them are struck with precision, the potential for errors lurks within the mechanics of the minting process. Through a combination of rigorous production standards, skilled craftsmanship, and occasional oversight, certain coins emerge that are anything but ordinary. It is essential to recognize that the significance of the 1990 D quarter dollar lies not just in its mistakes, but also in how those mistakes come together to create a complex tapestry of stories and value that resonates with collectors and investors. What truly sets the 1990 D quarter. Apart from its more mundane counterparts is the litany of errors discovered both during and after its production, leading to a newfound fascination within the coin collecting community, where collectors, historians, and treasure hunters alike eagerly search for these elusive anomalies. Central among the errors that contribute to the 1990 D quarter dollar's heightened valuation is the existence of the double die error, which ranks among the most sought-after mistakes in the coin collecting realm. The double die effect occurs when a coin's design is improperly struck due to an alignment issue during the minting process, leading to the appearance of multiple impressions of the design elements on the coin itself. In the case of the 1990 D quarter, a handful of coins emerged that featured dramatic doubling of the inscriptions, including the date and E pluribus unum, as well as a variety of distortions in the imagery of George Washington. This phenomenon instantly elevates the desirability of the coin, striking a nerve with collectors who covet unique and one-of-a-kind pieces to augment their collections. Coins that display pronounced double die characteristics can command astronomical prices at auction, particularly when they are confirmed by reputable grading agencies that authenticate their condition and rarity. The pure excitement of holding a 1990 D quarter with such distinctive features is palpable, giving collectors a tangible piece of history that encapsulates a narrative of craftsmanship and error. As we dissect the physical properties of this remarkable coin, we encounter an additional layer of valuable intricacies: the metal composition that defines it. Standard U.S. quarters are composed of a clad material consisting of copper and nickel, but in the case of error coins like the 1990 D quarter, there is substantial interest in the possibility of coins being struck with the wrong alloy, whether by accident or due to malfunctioning equipment at the mint. If any examples of the 1990 D quarter were unintentionally using alternative materials or mixtures, such as a higher copper content than typically used, their estimated value could escalate substantially among discerning collectors. The idea that a single penny's worth of copper could elevate an entire coin's value into the millions simply emphasizes the dynamic nature of collecting and investing in numismatic commodities. While not all error coins exhibit this particular anomaly, the possibility alone plants deep seeds of speculation, fueling an urge for collectors to scour their own collections for these treasures. Beyond striking errors and metal composition, the 1990 D quarter dollar also presents a unique case where design flaws are concerned, further enriching its allure. The reverse side of a standard quarter features the depiction of the eagle along with its accompanying inscriptions. However, the potential for flawed designs can lead to wildly altered coin images. In some cases, quarters may exhibit misaligned or poorly executed engravings, which can lead to the loss of detail and clarity. When these design errors are present, they can create a fascinating visual contrast that heightens the rarity of the coin itself, only furthered by the desires of collectors to obtain such visually striking options that exist outside the parameters of usual minting standards. These design quirks serve as a testament to the natural imperfections rooted in the manufacturing process, allowing for an appreciation of the artistry inherent in coin design, while also appealing to the fascination many collectors have for visually interesting anomalies. They become treasured pieces within their collections not only for their value but also for their uniqueness and historical context. Moreover, as we indulge in the broader discussion surrounding the marketplace for rare coins, the value of the 1990 D quarter dollar can also be understood through the lens of demand and supply. The rarity of error coins can establish a ripple effect, inspiring bidding wars among collectors that amplify the eventual sale prices of such coins when they appear at coin shows or auction houses. The enthusiasts who engage in the pursuit of these peculiar pieces often belong to networks formed around shared passion and interest, cultivating relationships that lead to fervent discussions about worth, rarity, and market dynamics. Social media platforms, online forums, and dedicated websites for numismatics empower collectors to connect with like-minded individuals, solidifying a community that actively participates in the rise of values associated with exceptional coins. As the marketplace continues to evolve, the 1990 D quarter dollar serves as a stark reminder of how human error can have profound impacts on coin valuations. A simple oversight during minting can transmute everyday currency into coveted treasures awaited with bated breath by collectors worldwide. Ultimately, The anticipation surrounding the 1990 quarter dollars errors escalates its worth and thrusts it into the spotlight within the community of coin collectors, thereby constantly challenging the status quo of perceived value. The journey of this coin raises pertinent questions about how we determine worth in realms rooted in uncertainty, a compelling exploration of human emotion, aspiration, and the tangible desire to connect with something that encapsulates both history and personal passion. In sum, the saga of the 1990 quarter dollar stands as a shining example of how the inconspicuous elements of coin production can catalyze an exciting world of discovery, pushing collectors and investors to endlessly seek out the hidden gems that exist amongst the ordinary coins that float through our lives on a daily basis. As you peruse your own change or let your fingers glide through your coin collection, always remain vigilant. You never know when you might stumble upon that elusive piece of history, perhaps a 1990 quarter filled with exquisite imperfections and mesmerizing stories waiting to be unveiled. The world of numismatics continues to expand, and it's a constant reminder that the past is alive within every coin, living on through the narratives woven into their fabric, carrying with them echoes of time, human error, and the delightful serendipity that marks extraordinary achievements. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the journey to discover and unravel the greatness hidden within coins like the 1990 quarter dollar is a thrilling adventure, filled with potential for both discovery and a deep appreciation for the captivating history encapsulated in currency that once circulated among millions. So let's keep our eyes peeled and our wallets open. You never know when you might find something that resonates deeply, not just as a valuable coin but also as a piece of our shared past that connects us all through the ages, forever watching over the stories that shaped the currency we know today. Together, let's continue to unveil the mysteries contained within coins, unraveling the significance of every single penny while dancing alongside history at every turn. Each coin we encounter awaits its recognition, and it is our duty, our privilege, to breathe life into these artifacts once more and share their stories with the world. Last 1998 quarter dollar coin, fellow coin lovers and history enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the captivating saga of the 1998 quarter dollar, a seemingly ordinary coin that has emerged as one of the most astonishing treasures in the world of numismatics, with a staggering value estimated at $220 million. You might be wondering how a run-of-the-mill quarter could attain such monumental worth, and that's exactly what we're here to explore. The value attributed to the 1998 quarter dollar primarily stems from a combination of striking errors, meaningful mistakes, and the extraordinary possibilities that have made this coin a standout among collectors and investors alike. The story of the 1998 quarter begins with its minting at the Philadelphia Mint during a time when the United States was experiencing a variety of cultural shifts and economic factors. It was a period marked by technological advancements, the rise of the Internet, and a dynamic landscape in coin production, where high volumes of coins were struck to meet the demands of an evolving economy. Amidst this bustling production environment, certain mishaps occurred, mishaps that would ultimately pave the way for the 1998 quarter to command incredible interest from collectors around the globe. At its core, the most significant errors associated with the 1998 quarter dollar revolve around what collectors refer to as variance in minting errors, particularly double die and misaligned die errors. The double die error occurs when the coin's design is inadvertently struck multiple times, creating a doubling effect in the imagery and inscriptions on the coin. In the case of the 1998 quarter, some coins have surfaced with particularly striking double die features. This manifests as pronounced doubling in the language, liberty, and the year, 1998. Collectors are known to treasure these pieces not only for their aesthetic uniqueness but also for the sheer rarity of obtaining such specimens. A double die quarter makes any collection a bit more exceptional, unveiling a complex narrative of artistry and craftsmanship blended with the imperfections arising during the minting process. Collecting double die error coins has always been a cherished pursuit among numismatists, as examples of these coins rarely slip through the cracks of vigilant coin production. The existence of a well-executed double die 1998 quarter becomes even more tantalizing, enticing enough for bidders at major auctions to chase after them fervently. The competitive nature of collectors fuels not only the excitement surrounding these pieces but also amplifies their valuation as newfound treasures are revealed. Some quarters that surfaced with noticeable misalignments in the striking process represent another important category underlining the worth of the 1998 P coin. A misaligned die error occurs when the coin's design is not printed evenly, creating an off-center appearance. In some instances, certain features might even be cut off altogether. Such misalignments can produce visually stunning effects, where portions of George Washington's profile appear nearly cropped, giving the coin an edgy uniqueness that sets it apart from its conventional counterparts. Collectors often hold a special fondness for misaligned die errors as they symbolize moments of imperfections that are otherwise lost in a world pursuing the precise and the perfect. Owning one of these misaligned quarters allows collectors to not only appreciate the artistry involved but also to immerse themselves in the narrative surrounding each coin, which uniquely connects them to the history of American currency. The aesthetic appeal of the 1998 P quarter, predominantly due to its potential errors, presents itself as a work of art that transcends its utilitarian existence as mere money. Furthermore, the intrigue surrounding the 1998 P quarter expands when we delve into the significant implications of metal composition. Standard minting practices have historically used a combination of copper and nickel for producing quarters. However, the emergence of potential irregularities in metal composition has turned heads among collectors. Any evidence suggesting that a small percentage of the quarters may have been struck with variations in the alloy blend elevates their desirability. The value of the 1998 P quarter could further appreciate if coins have even slight inconsistencies in weight or metallic content, as these potential anomalies would signify a departure from the typical standard set forth by the U.S. Mint. The allure of a coin struck using a different alloy composition provides yet another layer of intrigue for collectors and raises the stakes, attracting those who are in search of pieces that lie outside the realm of conformity in currency production. As we shed light on the remarkable excitement generated by the world of rare coins, it's important to recognize the cultural and historical contexts that contribute to the allure of the 1998 P quarter. Coins are not simply objects for exchange, they are tangible vessels that reflect the times in which they were minted and the collective memory of the society that produced them. The 1998 P quarter stands as a tribute to an era defined by remarkable technological advancements, changing political landscapes, and the burgeoning influence of digital media. Coins provide a glimpse into the lives of the individuals who circulated them. With each spark of interest in the 1998 P, collectors can explore and share the deeper meanings rooted in their history. The determination to seek out coins like the 1998 P quarter embodies the spirit of a community driven by the thrill of discovery, continuously forging connections with history and the stories that accompany each piece. Collectors often partake in shared experiences, fostering relationships founded on admiration for rare coins. The vibrant community of enthusiasts unites over their journeys of discovery, exchanging knowledge and recounting tales that unravel the fascinating complexities surrounding coins. The stories behind the 1998 P quarter foster shared excitement and camaraderie, sparking discussions at coin shows, online forums, and social groups. The buying and selling of coins, particularly rare error coins, can bring together both novice collectors and seasoned veterans, creating an energetic environment alive with passion and enthusiasm. Beyond the immediate implications of rarity and desirability, the 1998 P quarter also opens up an exciting discussion surrounding market trends and potential value escalation. As collectors acquire pieces marked with error, the rarity associated with these coins naturally creates a market dynamic where prices can skyrocket. The buzz surrounding error coins lays the groundwork for bidding wars at both private and public auctions, where driven collectors compete to secure their coveted prizes. What begins as a hobby for many can evolve into strategic investments, as the collectors recognize the financial incentives behind acquiring rare error coins. The 1998 P quarter, particularly those displaying unique flaws, offers the kind of potential that encourages investors to embrace the chase, generating excitement that is invariably etched into the memory of those involved. As we navigate through the depths of the numismatic landscape, we can't overlook the technological advancements that have enriched the collecting experience. The emergence of websites dedicated to coin collecting, as well as auction platforms, grants collectors the opportunity to utilize resources that standardize the coin market. The digital landscape fosters communication, connecting collectors with experts while sharing industry news and updates related to trends in coin values and market dynamics. This heightened accessibility fosters a new generation of collectors who can engage more readily in discussions surrounding coins like the 1998 P quarter, breaking down barriers and expanding access to the world of numismatics. As technology propels the collecting community forward, it also encourages discussions about commodifying historical artifacts centering around the nuances, those marvelously imperfect coins like the 1998 P quarter that embody narratives and transcend currency. Collectors young and old now find avenues for education, engagement, and the opportunity to explore their passions with greater ease than ever before. Embracing the beauty of the 1998 P quarter rests not merely upon its value as a currency, but also as a piece of history that embodies the stories that thrive through its existence. With every quarter, there lies the potential for discovery and learning, for within each piece resides echoes of the experiences of individuals who played a role in shaping its journey. Collectors can cultivate their connections to history through their acquired pieces, making the pursuit feel meaningful and profoundly enriching. The 1998 P quarter serves to remind us that every coin tells a tale that is undeniably interconnected with our shared human experience, evoking emotion and inviting exploration through its very presence. In conclusion, as we examine the riveting narrative surrounding the 1998 P quarter dollar's errors, mistakes, and colossal valuation, we come to appreciate the complex tapestry of human artistry and oversight woven into its existence. Its status as a coveted piece of currency symbolizes paths unfolded by the hands of both those who minted it and those who have sought it out. The magic of our collective pursuit of error coins resides not only in their market value but also in their ability to foster relationships, engage histories, and inspire curiosity about the past. The journey of the 1998 P quarter is far from over. It beckons future generations of collectors to delve into the world of numismatics, unearthing hidden stories and embracing the excitement of those unprecedented